Howdy folks, I had an exciting few moments. I was driving an old van up here on this off-grid property I'm working on for a neighbor, and I got out and I kept smelling something burning and looked around, and there was smoke coming from underneath of the van. In an emergency, especially out here, fire is an emergency. You don't stop for a camera. I threw sand all up in here. This spark plug wire, for whatever reason, was laying down on the exhaust, and it caught on fire. A few weeks ago, we had a rat get in this van and built a nest, and I guess there was some stuff there. This probably wasn't what caused the fire. It was probably the stuff on the exhaust. I don't know if you can see down there at the stuff that's burnt up down there. I scraped all that out. Rat poop with it. These rats are a menace. A lot of stuff caught on fire here. Mainly this wire. I don't know if this wire, if it'll run home or not. I'm about a mile from the house. I'm gonna see if it'll run without it. It may not. These rats are a menace. Sorry about the door, the deal there. It will start and run, so I am going to do my best to get the other spark plug wire off. Here's the culprit. This is only a V6 van. This burned up. This was what was burning, the wire, and caught on fire. And there was some stuff from a rat's nest in there, like I showed you before. This kind of stuff right here, this stuff right here is highly flammable, and I think this may have been shorting out on the manifold, and that's what caused the fire. We don't have much water, but we got a lot of sand. I just kept throwing sand on it. It was pretty high tense situation out here. It scared the mess out of me, let me just tell you. A van burning, fuel, all my tools. It would not have been good. It ain't no fire department. It would have turned into a wildfire parked right here beside trees. Would have been bad. So fire extinguisher, really good idea. There's one in here, but I didn't stop to grab it. I just kept throwing sand on it because I knew I was making some traction. One of them weird deals. It just caught on fire. Rats. I believe that's what caused it more than anything, was the rats. Here's a better view of what caught on fire. This was up on the manifold. And this was just on fire up in there, and it burnt that spark plug wire, I'm pretty sure. You see all the charred ends of stuff that mice carried up in there, and you can see some of the rat manure here too. Thank God we didn't burn the van down, didn't burn the world down. We are in very dry conditions. We did not have much snow this year, and not a whole lot of rain last year, so it's very, very dry, and it could have been a catastrophe. Praise God. I caught it quick enough. I would have kept smelling, and I caught it right after it started smoking. It was a pretty good sized fire. So the old heart's finally calmed down. Alrighty folks, I didn't see this till I was leaving. You see this right here? This could have been really bad. I'm glad it was in the road and not over there. It would have continued to go. There was a slight wind out here. I don't see no fire anywhere else. This stuff probably dropped out of the van, so it was on fire when I was driving up here. And the wind out. I'm kind of kicking it a little bit, but man, what a deal. I didn't see it till after I got out of here, so I'm hoping I didn't do this anywhere else. This is crazy. Yeah, big old stretch it burnt. Probably stuff falling out of the exhaust on that van. Praise God, I didn't get burned up, didn't burn up anything. Alrighty, folks. The other day it was sun shining, almost caught a van on fire. Today it's snowing. We've had a little bit of snow past few days. Today I am cutting a little jag of wood. So I'm always on the lookout for stays. Even if they're short ones, I'll take you over here and show you. This old Rusty, he's full of himself today, ain't you, buddy? I am going to put more stays in here. I put up another strand of wire up on top. Rusty, huh, buddy? Huh, buddy? Huh? He's a good boy, ain't you? He's a good boy, ain't you? Huh? Come here. Come here. He's a good boy. Yes, you are a good boy. He's kind of full of himself. So, as I'm cutting up brush and stuff around here, I cut these stays, sorry about the wind, and then I fill these gaps in as I've done with all the others. It just takes a while sometimes to get enough of them to do what you need to do. So trying to constantly improve the pins. Anyway, this snow keeps blowing in here, and I'm gonna go grab me some lunch. I'm gonna unload these stays, and maybe this will blow through and I can finish cutting a load of wood today, hopefully. We'll see. Hey folks, yesterday I was cutting wood and I told you it was snowing. It snowed off and on all evening, and it's starting to melt off a little bit. You can start to see some of these icicles are dripping, so it's warming up. We're down to 1 jerry can full of water right now, and I'm going to take a bath this morning. So in order to conserve some water, we got plenty of it falling out of the sky right now. I'm going to fill my wash pan full of snow. I've got some water on the stove in there heating up, and I'll mix the two together, and I'll have some tepid bath water this morning. You know the old saying, if you don't go nowhere, you don't spend no money. That's what we've been trying to do, been trying to conserve it. And with this weather, we really haven't wanted to get out, and we're just kind of sitting still. If you don't go nowhere, you don't spend no money, you save money. So don't know if we'll go to town today or not. So what water we got, I want to conserve it. I'm gonna take and fill this up and take a old bath. When you live off grid, sometimes you take a bath in a bucket or a wash pan. So the cleanest snow we have is probably on these cars. Right here, I don't know if you can see how much snow. We probably got about four inches of snow out here. Like I said, it's starting to melt off, but I'm gonna take the top off of. Whew, it's cold. Take the top off this snow, fill this pan up. It takes quite a bit of snow. Kind of Pound it up on there. Whew, my hand's cold. Whew. Takes quite a bit of snow to make a gallon of water. Alrighty, folks. Down here feeding now. And got these sunglasses on. They flip up. Kind of cool feature. But the reason I'm wearing these sunglasses is I had cataract surgery on my eyes about, I guess it's been about 3 weeks ago. Well, yeah, coming up on a month. And my pupil, you know, I get kicked in the face, it blew my pupil. My pupil will not react to light. So it's just wide open, and all this light coming in, even out here right now with all this snow on the ground, it's a little bit more than my eye can handle even with these sunglasses on. It's just bright. And so I have to just shut one eye and work with one eye because it's really sensitive to light. But the snow's melting a little bit. The sun is trying to come out. It is a beautiful day. I got the dogs running around. And don't know what we'll get done today, but I got to get everybody fed, and that's a constant. It's just something you do on a homestead. You get up, you get ready for the day, you feed your animals morning and night. Sometimes during the winter when you can't do a whole lot, that's your life. You get up, you get ready for the day, you go feed your animals, and you come back inside because it's either too windy, too wet, or too cold to be out. And the older you get, it doesn't take too cold to be too cold. So here's all these stays that I cut yesterday when I was cutting that wood. And what I do a lot of times when I'm working here around the homestead, sometimes I may be in a hurry. Sometimes I don't have time, but I like to spend, 10, 15 minutes out here just doing what I can in a short amount of time. And what I started here with, we started with 5 strands of, like a twisted wire. And then I came along after we got sheep and I put some woven wire or field fence, however you want to say it, all the way around. And over the years, horses I put in here, different stuff I put in here, they've taken and made an impact on it. So what I want to do to improve it is just put some more stays in it, and I am just reinforcing the fence. And I don't care how many stays, I put in there, it will eventually look like that fence over there in the sheep pen. And my goal is whatever I put in here, stay in here. I heard it said one time that try to do one thing a day to improve your property or to improve your situation. And that's what I'm always thinking about when I'm out cutting a load of wood or I'm clearing a fence row. I'll take it. I'll cut stays because I know I'm going to need them. Horses chew on them. Horses eat them, break them. Just different things happen. And I'm always cutting them. I'll bring them home. Posts the same way. Cedar posts, I've got a pile of them back here for a round pen, and I'll be using stays on it. So it's every day be conscious of something that you can do to improve your situation or to improve your property. And that's what I try to do every day, whether it's pick up a piece of trash, fix a little fence and a pen, whatever you can do. And it only takes, I think the old saying is, 1% better every day. In 100 days, you're 100% better. Goes with about anything, horse training, working on your property, whatever. So that's my thought of the day. What I'm using here to tie these stays in is wires that come off of T-posts. These are actually concrete rebar ties is what they are, but fence companies use them Or fence post companies use them to tie 5 T-posts together. When you buy a T-post, they come in 5s, bundles of 5, and this is what they use to tie them. So when we're undoing T-post bundles, we use these ties right here, and we bundle them up. I've got a whole bucket full of them over there. The crows, for some reason, like to pack these off. I find them everywhere. It's either the crows or the pack rats, but they're really handy for fixing fence and for tying fence up. That's what I'm using instead of cutting, baling wire and everything. These are the perfect size to wire fence up. Recycle, reuse. It's the only way that they can do things, and it saves me from having to buy anything. And we go through a lot of T-posts, so we have a lot of these laying around. So I'm up here cleaning off the solar panels. Man, what a view. With that being said, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about us. And until next time, if you don't know which way to go in this old world, commit your ways unto the Lord. Trust also in Him, and He'll bring it to pass. We'll see you later.